Yan, magandang araw. Nandito tayo mga kababayan sa Estancia Mall sa Pasig City. At nandito tayo para sa special screening ng ah, Martyr o Murderer mga kababayan. At tayo ay andito mga kasama ko dito mga kababayan. At yun na, magandang araw sa inyong lahat. At nandito na naman tayo para masaksihan yung special screening ng Martyr or Murderer mga kababayan. Ayan. Ayan sila no. Ito yung mga kaganapan dito mga kababayan. Ayan. Hello Ma'am Bing-ang, magandang araw Ma'am Bing-ang. Nandito tayo sa Estancia Mall Ma'am Bing-ang sa Martyr o Murderer. Ayan. At nagla-live tayo dito para masaksihan nating special screening.
And now, so President BPM is going to be knocking on the doors trying to get money from investors. There's no point going to a overseas visit if you bring 2 people or 3 people. If you've got 100 people and they're all expert, you need to bring these people with you. And if the president's being invited to every single country, we should be going to those countries, getting that investment, which is going to put food on the tables of Filipinos. So I admire him for that.
For the economy.
Of course, the economy is doing well. You know, again, I have to be a little bit careful because I'm in the Philippines currently. I'm not going to criticize. It's not for me. I'm not Filipino. It's not for me to criticize the government. I'm not going to do that. Again, all I can say is, as a Christian, I believe in supporting the government and, you know, praying for the country. My wife's from the country. My children are Filipino. I should be praying for the Philippines, and that's what I'm here to do. That's what I always do. It's what I always have done.
What make you, sir, what make you interest towards this movie, MOM? For our viewers.
You know, I met Christine Reyes before. I'm a fan of Christine, and I've also met most of the other. Well, I've met some of the other cast. You know, I've met Cesar Montana when he was the tourism attaché back in London. So I love Filipino culture, Filipino movies. You know, and I believe in freedom of speech. You know, the Made in Malacanang. There was somebody who wrote a letter trying to get the film banned in Switzerland. And I believe, you know, there's 2 sides to every story. I wouldn't be going outside a screening of Katat trying to get it banned. So don't do that with this movie. It's up to the Filipino public what they want to do, what they want to listen to. You know, as I said, you know, let's support the Philippine movie industry. This film has done so much good. The first film made so much money for the Philippine film industry during the time of the pandemic. This got Filipinos back into the cinema. Whatever your political views are, you need to understand that this got bums on seats, buying popcorn, buying hot dogs, and supported the Philippine movie industry. And I congratulate and respect Director Dalia for that.
Yes, thank you very much, sir, for that word of wisdom for Direk Daria. Uy, magtanong naman kayo.
No worries, thank you so much.
What's Senator Amy Marcos, sir?
Senator Amy Marcos, you know, I got to meet her in London. I was very fortunate to be invited to the Philippine Embassy for the meeting with Senator Amy Marcos. I like the fact that I like her personality. You know, she's on YouTube. She's really trendy, right? She does these YouTube videos, and you know, she's helping people, and I can see that. And I'm not going to comment on the politics. You know, I'm not Filipino. It's not for me to get involved in politics. But all I can say is, I believe that every single family, every single people have a right to be heard, and these movies give the family a right to be heard. But you know, I was just talking to the guys with the other movie, you know, the Horace did Peligro. I'd like to watch that as well. And the reason why I can't watch it, it's not that I don't want to watch it, it's because there's no subtitles. Whereas Daryl has put subtitles in his movies, so I can watch it and try and understand it. So what I'm saying is, you know, we should all not be biased, we should not be blinkered. I believe it's only fair if we watch all of these movies and make our own opinion, and that's the way that I am. I'm not going to be biased, I'm not going to get involved in politics. I just support Philippine movies, Philippine culture, and Philippine artists and directors.
Sir, do you know how to speak Tagalog?
Oh, ikaw.
Ayun.
No, konti lang. No, you know, I believe that what will I say? I have a great deal of respect for the Philippines and the Filipino people. If I'm with somebody who doesn't speak English, I can understand Tagalog. I'm not fluent, so for example, if I'm talking to a taxi driver or something, I can say pare, macano, and mahal if it's too expensive, you know, and para, stop, direction.
I watch your video, sir. You are riding in tricycle.
Oh yeah, and I'm speaking in Tagalog, and my
Yeah.
head is bumping on the top because I'm really tall as well, which is kind of really crazy. But I'm passionately in love with the Philippines and the Filipino people. And you know, the Filipino people have been a very important part of my life for the last 30 years. I feel that connection. And I have to say, you know, I'm going to be leaving the Philippines tomorrow. I better not talk anymore. Because to me, the Philippines is the most amazing country on earth. And I suffer a lot now from stress, from depression. And coming to the Philippines and meeting Filipinos makes me happy.
Yeah.
You know, the Filipino people are, I love everything about them.
Mapagmahal kami.
Yeah, but more than that, you know,
More than
I love
that.
the traits of the Filipino. You know, they're kind, they're polite, you know, they're efficient, hardworking, resourceful, and the Philippines is very close to my heart. And I've been saying this a lot recently. Whenever I get to leave the Philippines, it feels like somebody's stabbing me 100 times. That's the pain.
So sad because
that I
you're
get
leaving
when
na
I
for
leave the
tomorrow.
Philippines. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Sir, I have a viewer want to ask something.
Yes, go ahead.
He said that.
Josh,
if
can you do me one favor?
If you know the story
Can you just
of
take a picture?
Ferdinand Marcos Sr. when Cory Aquino did for presidency. Sir,
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
my viewer said, what can you say about the story of Ferdinand Marcos Sr. when Cory Aquino did for presidency?
I said I can't get involved in politics. You know, I'm here as a foreigner. Although my wife's Filipino, if she was with me, I'll be on Balit Bayan, but I'm not. I'm here as a foreigner, and it's not right for me to comment on internal matters and on Philippine politics. So I wouldn't get drawn into any questions like that. All I'd say is I'm a Christian and I pray for the government in office, the current government. There's nothing wrong. I can't get banned from the country for praying for the government. If I start getting into deep issues, then I stand the risk of being deported. I love the Philippines with all my heart. It's the greatest country on earth, and I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize that. So with respect, I can't answer that question. If you ask me that question when I'm in London, that's another story because I'm not on a tourist visa.
Sir, kindly please shout out our channel Joy TV para you won't forget us.
What's the name of your channel again?
Yeah, we're live, sir.
No, let me just say one thing to all of you guys, you know, you guys are amazing, and I love the fact what you do. You know, social media and YouTube is so important. The traditional press, you know, they have a certain agenda, and this is the point. You know, the good thing about social media is that it enables people to create content, enables people to make a livelihood, but it means that you can hear stuff on the ground. You hear stuff. You're at events. You can do a lot more than a traditional newspaper can do. So I'd like to commend all of you for your work, for what you're doing in telling the real truth, the real story. And well done, maraming salamat for your support for the
Please
country.
invite our viewers, sir, to watch MOM.
MOM is an amazing film. I've watched it 3 times. First time I nearly fell over, right, because I'm really tired. And when I saw the last 10 minutes, oh my God, you know, look, you know, Director Yep is an artist, and this is a work of art. You know, when you see the scene, and I'm not going to spoil it, there's no spoilers here, but when you see some scenes, you think, wow, it's layer and layer of intrigue and excitement, and the scenes, and I've got to say again, Christine Reyes, you know, I put a post about her and she thanked me for that post, which is
Did you
kind of
cry
really cool.
then? Did you cry also?
I've cried a lot of times. Every single time I watch Made in Malacanang, even up to the 25th time, I've cried. Because that story touches my heart.
Your heart is
You know,
so
it really
good.
does. And this movie, I've got to be honest, because I haven't watched it so many times, it's not that I don't understand it. Of course I understand it. But the fact is, you know, in order to appreciate something, you've got to watch it more than once. And this is what Daryl Yap says, and
That's
this
why
is
you
what
watched
I say.
already 3
You know,
times.
you've got to watch it more than once, because it's like the first movie, the Made in Malacanang. There were little hidden messages there, you know, the shoes and everything else. Watching it once doesn't do it justice. And I would say the same about this movie as well. Watch it as much as you can. And because I have to look at the subtitles and not just the screen, I miss certain parts of it. So it's only when I watch it time and time again that I'll begin to see parts of the movie that I hadn't seen before. And I know I'll be watching this movie all over Europe, and if you're in the UK, I'll be in a lot of cinemas in the UK over
It's
the coming
coming
weeks.
soon, sir. Did you know already when to show in UK?
Yes, it's showing in the UK, I believe, the beginning of April, and I believe it'll be showing in various UK cities. I can tell you now I'll be going to most of those screenings in the UK. So if you're in the UK, I'd like to say hi, send you my best wishes, and I'd like to support the movie as well. Tell all your friends, please watch it. And one thing I would say is so many people have said, oh, Netflix, no, like, it might not, it won't go to Netflix.
Yeah.
It's not going to get on Netflix. It's got on Viva Prime.
Can I ask a question from you?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
So, sir, you have tried already balut?
Yes. If you go on my channel, Pusong Pinoy with Malcolm Conlon on YouTube, and type in Pusong Pinoy Malcolm Conlon Balot, you can see me eating it. And they say you need to get drunk when you eat it and in the dark. This was in broad daylight. This was in a house. And the thing is, it lasted about an hour. And I had about 100 people watching. And there was somebody in Dubai said, you just got me in trouble because I missed my dinner break because I'm waiting for you to eat it.
I see you eating mango, sir.
Oh, the
Green
one
mango,
on
but you don't
TikTok.
like bagoong.
The green mango.
I saw
You
it
know,
in your
I love, I love everything about the Philippines, and I think you should try it. You know, people bash Filipino food or whatever, or bash, you know, it's about respect. You should be respecting your own culture, promote your culture, promote Filipino food. I love it. My wife's from Pangasinan, the best mangoes in the world. If you're from Cebu, you'd say something else, but for me, best mangoes in the world are from Pangasinan.
So, sir, you tried already the chocolate pork? The chocolate pork.
Oh, you mean, yeah, I know what you mean.
Dinuguan.
No, I won't because I don't like
Tocino.
blooded. So,
Tocino.
Tocino I love.
Adobo,
I
sir,
love beef
no?
steak Tagalog. I like anything given to Anne, like manok given to Anne, pork adobo. In fact, it was really awesome because my good friend Josh over here, we were in Cebu, and we got to do, what was the name of the restaurant in Cebu? Yeah, come around a second and tell them, invite them. Yeah. My good friend Josh, so we did a show together called Pusong Pinoy with Malcolm Conlon, and Josh was my co-host, and I never met him until yesterday. So I brought him to Manila with me. You know, he's into blogging as well, into social media, and you know, he's a great guy. And we went to this mukbang thing, and we went to a restaurant. You can watch it on my channel, and we had the most amazing foods. Tell us a little bit about that, Josh.
Yeah, so I'm Cebuano, so for sure you probably have heard of Cebuano chorizo. Malcolm had a lot of Cebuano.
Too much, to the point I had to drink Sprite and take paracetamol.
Sir, last question. Can I ask it? My last question. You already tried the bitter internal organs?
I'm not into internal organs.
He declined. He declined.
I declined.
And
Sa
dinuguan.
But I had no
papaitan.
chorizo and-
Dinuguan.
Pork belly.
And also, I have to say, I have the Filipino disease, gout.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm joking, of course it's not the
it's
Filipino
not good
disease,
for you.
But 30 years of eating Filipino food has given me gout, so I have to be careful with eating pork and everything. So I can eat in moderation. But you know, there is another side to this, and that's in the Philippines, and I blame the Spanish for this. There's lots of sugar, lots of pork, all these things, and the pork is high in purines. So you know, I think we all need to be a little bit careful, because I know there's a rise of diabetes and a rise of kidney disease in the Philippines. So I think it's
So
something
many
we all need to be
diseases.
mindful of in terms of our eating habits.
If you don't mind, sir, how old are you?
I'm 30. No, I'm 51. I just
You know,
wanted to say the
you know
reason.
why I asked you that question? You know why? Because that's the favorite food of the pink lawans. The bitter internal organs. Papaitan.
And again, I won't comment on it.
No comment.
No comment. Definitely no comment. Thank you so much, guys. Cheers.
Thank you, sir, Malcolm, for your time.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Ma'am Lita Aquino. Magandang hapon po, Ma'am Lita. Salamat po sa pag-tune in sa ating munting channel. Nandito po tayo sa Estancia, Mall Pasig. At saksiyan natin yung special screening po dito sa Martyr o Murderer, mga kababayan, Ma'am Lita. Ayan, like and share always. Then safe, more blessings and have a good day. Tatak Pinoy TV. And salamat, Ma'am Lita Aquino. Salamat. Ma'am Bingang, and have a great day. Stay safe always. Take care and more blessings to come your family and your loved ones. Ayan, sabi ni Ma'am Lita Aquino. Ayan, Ma'am Lita Aquino, maraming salamat po. Ayan. At ito yung mga kasama ko dito na mga vlogger. Ayan, marami na po dito. Mga kababayan, ito si Idol Biyahe ni Koy, mga kababayan. Idol. Yan si Idol Biyahe ni Koy, mga kababayan. At ang dami na po dito na mga vlogger. Ayan. At ito, parami na yung mga tao dito, mga kababayan. Buti ay nakasama tayo dito sa special special screening ng Martyr o Murderer, mga kababayan.
Usapang pelikula, oras de pelikula, kasama sila.
Yan, mga kababayan. Ito na po yung kaganapan dito sa Estancia Mall, Pasigcity. Ayan. At maraming salamat po sa mga nag-tune in sa aking munting channel at tumalaw, no, mga kababayan. Tatak Pinoy, more power to you. Like and share. Ayan, share please. Ayan, sabi ni Joseph Leovedis. Ayan, salamat Idol Joseph. Salamat sa pag-tune in sa ating munting channel. Ayan. Pasensya nyo no, mga kababayan, kasi minsan lang tayo naka-live. Ayan. Busy tayo sa work. Pero ngayon ay nandito na tayo, no. Nandito tayo sa special screening ng Martyr o Murderer, mga kababayan. Dito yan sa Estancia Mall, Pasigcity, sa may Kapitolyo. Ayan. Dito po ay marami akong mga kasama dito ng mga vlogger, no. Ayan. Yung iba ay hindi ko nakilala kasi sa mukha lang kami nagkakilala sa sobrang dami. Ayan. Ayan, salamat Idol Joseph, salamat Idol Joseph Leovedis. Salamat sa sa pagdalaw sa ating munting channel. Ayan. At sa mga dumalaw, no. Ayan, salamat sa lahat, mga kababayan. Ayan. At parami na dito, no. Ayan. Yung gustong masaksiyan, no, ang special screening dito sa Estancia Mall, Pasigcity, sa may Kapitolyo, mga kababayan. Ayan. At dito yung mga kasama ko dito. Ayan. Mga vlogger, mga kababayan, marami. Ayan, salamat sa 5 likes, no. Maraming salamat. Ayan, nilamig na tayo dito. Malamig pala dito, mga kababayan. Ayan. Ayan. At tayo naman dito ay naghihintay, no, nagmatiyag tayo dito kung ano pa yung kaganapan dito, mga kababayan. Ayan.
Paano naman yung
Ate Marco sa'yo, ito ang pinakamasarap. Ate Marco sa'yo.
Anyway guys, maraming salamat dito.
Thank you so much. Supportahan nyo. Biyahe ni Koy TV. At Paanat ni Koy. Sige, mamaya papaunlak tayo. Papataas lang ako ng viewers. Ayun, at mamaya papaunlakan natin yung mga kasama natin vloggers.
Ayan, mga kababayan. Ito na po yung sa labas ng cinema, no. Ayan, may mga nakalagay na table mga kababayan. Baka wine ang ilalagay dyan, no?
Tingnan nyo naman guys, mga kababayan.
Tayo ay nilalamig na dito. Malamig pala dito mga kababayan. Malakas yung aircon dito. Tayo ay hindi tayo sanay sa malamig. Ayan, may mga dumating na may kasamang bata ng mga kababayan. Ayan. Ayan, tuloy-tuloy lang yung ating live. Baka na ano yung yung brightness mo. Ayan, di ba? Ayan, yan. Ayan, sige, tayo.
Hina yung sa battery. Ayun.
Ayan. Tapos yung iba naman na cellphone, at sa akin nagkusa siya nag-adjust.
Matik na ang ano. Ito hindi.
Ang tigas kasi pagka pag dumidilim, pag liwanag, kusang
Mag-ano siya, pagka masyadong brightness, i-ano niya, i-adjust niya.
mas maganda yung
Wait, tinanggal nila yung
nag-auto. Pwede na
bayan.
pangit pag-auto kasi kahit pag sa madilim ng pagka maliwanag, dumidilim, pamaan siya. Pagka dilim, pag-ila sa liwanag.
Ano sa akin?
Sabi naman yung mga sila masila.
Mamaya?
Diabetic ako eh. May naka-screening.
Dapat ano ka sa kanin. Sa kanin. Kumano ka ng kanin. Malakas mo ng kanin. Ikaw. Oh, diba? Dapat ano ka sa kanin. Bis ka sa kanin. Dami gulay, maraming gulay. Kunwari kanin. Isang ano lang, tapos tambakan mo. Wala nang kanin.
Kalahati ng kami sa akin. Isa pa kalahati. Tapos ng pangalawang buwan, wala sa dalawang kanin. Kasi nung pina-check ko,
Okay.
yung resulta ng ano ko ngayon, medyo okay na yung side. Tapos yung atay ko, ang ano lang sa akin ngayon, mga cholesterol.
Pakuluan mo yung lemongrass. Lemongrass yung gusto.
Ginawa ko.
Tapos lagyan mo ng kalamansi. Yan yung ginawa mo.
Kaya kasi siguro nag-clear yung teeth at saka
Yung panglinis yun eh.
yun yung lagi itong ang ano na lang sa akin yung medyo diabetes, uric kasama rin sa teeth ko.
Hindi, kasama na yun eh. Pagka uminom ka ng lemongrass, kasama na yun, tatanggalin mo yun.
Minsan,
Hindi, subukan mo lang. Ano lang, tuloy-tuloy lang. Kasi yung barley, green, mahal eh. Yung barley, mahal yun. Barley, grass.
ganda lang kung resita.
Di ba umuwi ka sa inyo? Di ba umuwi ka? Di ba umuwi ka?
Hindi. Ito na yung normal ko, kaya tingin. Isa, dalawa, tatlo lang yung normal ko. Pero ito, the rest, ito yung atay. Atay ito, normal. Ito yung ano ko, sugar yung
Mataas.
mataas. Ito yung 1 month to 3 months to. Tapos ito yung on the spot na fasting blood sugar. Ito yung medyo mataas na. Saka yung
Okay.
ano ko naman, blood uric acid. Sa ihi naman, ito negative. Ito naman, wala namang negative naman yung glucose, protein. Wala.
Buti, ano? Okay na.
Dapat
Ah. Yan na mga kababayan, dito
Bila may escalator, yung sa likod yung ginagawa nila yung carpool. Entrance na yun. Baka may pumasok din doon. May pakakir sila. Pakakir.
Yan na mga kababayan, ito na yung kaganapan dito. Ha?
Interview natin.
Mayroon ba doon? Ayan. Ayan na mga kababayan, ito yung mga kaganapan dito.
Si, ano,
Oh, si.
sinama ka na.
Nakita na akong
Kanina.
oh.
Ano kanya?
Oh, nagtanong sa tayo, nagtanong. Idol.
Magandatan sila. Ako. Sama sa sabi.
Entrance yan. Yan mga kababayan, nandito kami sa naglakad kami. Kasama ko si Rai TV mga kababayan. Yan, lakad kami dito sa sa may entrance. Titignan namin kung may mga pumasok dito.
Para magkaroon ka rin ng ID.
Hmm.
Saan daw ito? Baka dito doon. Ano sa entrance dito? Ayan.
Yan, ito yung paligid nung cinema mga kababayan.
Ayan. Ang meet people at
Yan. Pasyal-pasyal din tayo dito. Yan, salamat sa nag-tune in sa Timuntin Channel. Oh.
ano siyang sabi.
Yan, salamat sa 6 likes, no. Maraming salamat. Walang entrance, ano to? Wala, ano to yan? Oh. The screening room. Oh, okay. Yan pala yun. Wala pala. Ito lang yata yung yung entrance, yung daanan. Ayun mga kababayan, hindi pa nag-umpisa pero marami ng mga tao na nandito.
Wala ka pa rin may plan. Hindi ka nalang may plan.
Wala pa.
Nakasahod ka na ulan.
Wala, bihira na lang ako mag-live. Pero ngayon, ko na.
Sa Facebook mo.
Yung Facebook ko, marami akong video doon.
Ilan ang followers mo?
Yung naman yun, iba naman yung dapat hindi na friends. Hindi counted yun eh. Yung friends mo, hindi counted yun. Yung sa friends mo, sa hindi yun. 5G ngayon sa akin doon eh. Kaya nga lang kung hindi kasama sa bilang yun. Dapat hindi mo friends yung followers mo.
Sa followers mo.
Oo.
Ganun.
Oo, parang ganun nangyayari. Kaya ganun na. Kasi kung ano ito, 5K yung sa akin eh.
Yung follower yung
Nakalagay yung followers, pero ibang bilang yun. Ibang bilang yung followers ng friends mo. Pero kasama yun, pero hindi sa bibilangin na kasi kilala mo yun eh. Na friends mo sa Facebook eh.
hindi naman talaga maano yun. Invite niya siya. Invite mo sa kabila.
Kasi alam ko hindi talaga. Hindi talaga.
Kasi dito eh.
Kasi nakalagay nga
Sa
yun.
akin, hindi naman sila nag-ano. Ano? Invite na yun.
Yan ang mga kababayan, ayan. Yan makita mo. Kita nyo mga kababayan, marami ng tao nandyan. No? Pasensyahan nyo na kasi nakamas ako. No? Masyado ano. Yan, magandang hapon, Idol John Paul Ramos. Ayan, salamat sa pag-tune in sa munting channel natin. Ayan. Oh, yan, yun. Ano yan, sa pins yan? Oh, yan.
Yung hindi ko face doon.
Wala. Wala ng followers.
Pero 5K na yung dito. 5K na yung dito mo.
Sa
email mo.
FB ko.
Sa
Sa mail.
ano mo, sa
Facebook page ko. 200 lagpas pa lang. 200 lagpas. Hindi nga hindi nga. Ayan, nakita ko yun. Hello mga kababayan, at nandito pa rin tayo no. Saksihan natin yung special screening ng Martyr o Murderer mga kababayan. Ayan. At mamaya ay papasok tayo diyan sa loob. Ayan. At kasama na natin yung mga kasama nating vlogger na nandito. Ayan. At manood na rin tayo. Makapanood na tayo. Manood tayo mga kababayan. Yan, dami ng tao dito, no. Nagsidatingan mga kababayan. At ang kalaban ko lang dito yung lamig, no. Hindi tayo sanay sa lamig mga kababayan. Hindi tayo sanay sa lamig. Ayan. Dapat pala may jacket tayo. Magbabantay tayo, baka malubat tayo.
Comment pa kasi katabi ko na pinag-interview si Malcolm for
Gimbal.
May gimbal pa, pero lalo pag yung cellphone, may gimbal na.
Oh.
Kung yung cellphone, may gimbal na, pero gagamit pa ng gimbal, so smooth.
interview ko.
Hello. Ayun, salamat sa 7 likes. Maraming salamat mga kababayan. Tuloy-tuloy lang yung ating pagmamatsyag dito, no? Ayan, at saksiyan natin kung ano yung kaganapan dito sa special screen ng Martyr and Murderer mga kababayan. Dito lang yan sa Estancia Mall, Pasigcity. Ayan. Ayan, no? Malamig lang talaga dito mga kababayan. Yan yung ano natin. Malakas yung ano nila dito, aircon. Ayan. Parami na yung mga tao dito, no, mga kababayan. Ang oras natin ay 2:47, no? Ayan, 2:47 ng hapon. Ayan. Ayan, parami na yung tao dito. Wow. Ayun, salamat sa 8 likes. Maraming salamat na mga kababayan. Like and share yung ating live mga kababayan para maraming makapanood, no, yung special screening dito ngayon sa Estancia Mall, Pasig City sa may Kapitolyo. Ayan. At ito na yung kaganapan dito. Parami na yung tao. Ayan. Tayo ay nandito tayo sa gilid lang na gilid sa gitna pala. Ayan. At tayo ay nagla-live dito para mapanood nyo yung kaganapan dito mga kababayan. Ayan, 33 minutes na tayo sa ating pagla-live mga kababayan. 30 minutes na tayo sa ating pagla-live. 34 minutes na. Ayan. Ayan. Nakalimutan natin magdala ng mga kababayan, jacket. Sobrang lamig dito. Ang lakas ng aircon nila. Yan, tuloy-tuloy yung ating pag-update dito, mga kababayan.
Para may props.
Yan, salamat po sa 8 likes. Maraming salamat mga kababayan. Maraming salamat sa 8 likes. Ayan, mga kababayan. Ito yung kaganapan dito sa Estancia Mall. Ayan.
Anong daw? Pasok.
2:51 na eh. Mag alas 3 na. Hmm? Lamig.
Nakapag-subscribe, click subscribe button, click notification bell, select all na para ma-notify agad niyo kung ako ay mag-upload ang mga bagong videos, ano. Yan, sabi naman ni Jonah, Malana, yan, Jonah Malana, nakapasyakat, watching from Uman. Wow, sa kanya sa lahat ng mga taga-Uman. Yan, kami sa inyong lahat yan. At dito tayo ngayon sa Estancia Mall, dito sa Pasigcity, Ortigas Cinema. Yan, sabi naman ni Ma'am Lisa Madrid, mabuhay lahat na Pilipino. Yan, thank you mas Ma'am Lisa Madrid. Yan, sabi naman ni Idol Rodolfo Losiro Jr. Ang daming manunood. Yan, kasi nga po may mga ano dito. Ang sa ngayon ay
Ayan, mga kababayan, maraming mga vlogger na nandito na kasama ko. Ayan, nagbabantay din ito mga kababayan kung ano yung mga kaganapan pa. Yung ito yung ating sadya talaga dito. At mapanood din natin yung palabas mga kababayan. Yan, salamat sa 8 likes, no? Ayan, salamat na. Tuloy-tuloy lang yung ating live. Ayan. 38 minutes na tayo sa ating pagla-live ng mga kababayan. Yan, parami yung tao dito mga kababayan. Yan yung mga nandito, no? Yan yung mga vlogger na kasama ko ng mga kababayan dito. Naghiwa-hiwalay na kami. Yung iba nandun sa kabila na. Nasa kabila na sila. Ayan, naka 40 minutes na tayo sa ating live. Ayan. May nagsidatingan pa ng mga kababayan. Ayan. Ayan, tuloy-tuloy lang yung ating pagla-live dito ng mga kababayan. Tuloy-tuloy lang yung ating pagla-live. Ayan. Nakita nyo sa ating screen, no, mga kababayan, na dumadami na yung mga tao na nandito. Ayan. Grabe. Ayan, malapit na pala tayo malubat, mga kababayan. Ayan. Ayan pa, may nagsidatingan to, mga kababayan. May nagsidatingan pa dito. Ayan. Ito yung entrance, no? Ayan, yung entrance yan na escalator, mga kababayan. Ayan. Ito yung sa 4th floor, mga kababayan, sa Estancia Mall, no? Yung kung saan ay nandito yung sinihan, mga kababayan. Cinema. Ayan. Cinema 2 ang Martyr or Murderer, mga kababayan. Ayan, salamat sa 9 likes, no? Maraming salamat, mga kababayan. Nilamig talaga ako dito. Nilamig talaga ako kasi ang lakas ng aircon pala dito. Wala tayong wala akong jacket. Ayan. Hindi kasi ako sanay sa malamig. Iba kasi ang lamig ng aircon, no, mga kababayan, kaysa electric fan. Ayan. At tuloy-tuloy lang yung ating pag-update dito sa Martyr o Murderer, mga kababayan. Kung saan ito yung kaganapan dito. Ayan. At tuloy-tuloy yung ating pag-update dito, no? Mga kababayan. At para masaksihan natin yung special screening dito, no? Sa Estancia Mall, Pasigcity. Ayan, sa may Kapitolyo to, mga kababayan, no? Mamaya, no, manood tayo. Ayan. Manonood tayo mamaya, mga kababayan. Para ano, no, mapanood natin yung palabas. Ayan. Ayan, salamat sa viewers natin dyan. Maraming salamat sa pagdalaw sa ating munting channel. Ayan. At tuloy-tuloy lang yung ating pagla-live dito, mga kababayan. Tuloy-tuloy lang yung ating pagla-live dito. Ito yung ano nila dito, mga kababayan. Ito yung pwede mo mabiling ticket. Ayan. 400, mga kababayan, 400. Yan. Yan yung ticket nila dito sa Martyr and Martyr, mga kababayan, 400. Parami yung tao dito, no, mga kababayan.
I want to understand, I'm not Philippine, as I said, it's not for me to comment on Philippine politics, but my wife is Filipino, so I do understand Philippine history, I do understand about the Philippines, and as somebody married to a Filipino, I think it's really important to understand the culture of my wife. If you marry somebody from a foreign country, you should basically support that country, pray for the leaders of that country, because I'm a Christian, and that's what you do as a Christian, right? I'm not here to criticize, I'm not here to bash, I'm here to show respect, and I think we need to all show respect. I get sometimes a bit worried when I read Facebook comments and people are swearing. You can be polite, you don't need to swear. Let's show each other respect, and let's see if we can find a common ground. And let's see if we can hear both sides of the story. But I believe in the Marcos family, I believe essentially.
Yan, no, mga kababayan. Ito yung mga kaganapan dito sa Estancia Mall, no? Pasigcity. Ayan. Kung saan dito ipapalabas ang sir? Ano rin yata, sir? Vlogger din yata. Vlogger din yata.
Vlogger.
Ayan.
Came on the back of the pandemic, i.e. a lot of cinemas were closed. So what that film did is it put bums on seats, people sold their popcorn, their hot dogs or whatever, it brought people's jobs. If you don't have any cinema films, how can you employ people? How can you keep people in the cinema industry? And that film undoubtedly has contributed towards the Philippine economy. And not only that, it's helped the cinema industry that's so important. And to all those people who are speaking about watching it on Netflix, don't rely on Netflix, spend a few pounds, watch it and support the Philippine cinema industry.
We need to support the Philippines. We need more jobs for the Philippines.
Or it pays taxes, you know, it supports the Philippine economy. So yeah, I think it's very, very important.
And the confidence of the two movies is good for the economy because it will create more jobs.
Yeah, 100%. Any movie that employs any single person, I don't know the lead actress in the other movie, but I've seen her on other movies, you know. The thing is, you know, to do these movies, you need cameramen, you need makeup artists, you need runners, you need roadies, all of these people. These people are receiving a salary, and that's contributing towards their livelihoods. So rather than bashing, why not watch both and then form your own opinion? You can't bash a program or a film if you don't understand it. I don't understand the movie. If I understood it, I think I and I can't comment on it anyway. because I'm in the Philippines. But I would still very much like to watch it if it had
Thank you so much for this important message, no? And can you please my YouTube channel, like that?
yeah, Cags TV. Cags TV. So I want to greet Cags TV and everyone for your viewers and your subscribers. Thank you so much. You know, it's very, very important to support bloggers. These are the people on the ground. And the problem with the traditional media, the big media outlets, is they have advertisers. So they can't say certain things because they have their own uses, so to speak. And the good thing about these YouTube channels is they don't have advertisers, you know, they don't have advertisers, don't get me wrong, but it's not on the same scale. So you have that freedom, you're on the ground, you're hearing people's opinions, people's stories, and that's congratulate you for the work you're doing. Maraming salamat po, mabuhay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Let's go.
Bawal dictionary, nakalimutan ko sa bahay. Oh!
Magkatapat lang pala yan.
So yun, magkatapat no? At yun, thank you so much. Ano natin? Boy Ugat, yes po, Boy Ugat, idol support na solid vibe. Salamat ng marami. Yes, official Boy Ugat. So hi Sir Malcolm, yan. Saan SM yan? Ay, nandun sa Estancia sa may Ortigas, no? Nasabi naman ni Jaya, ay na Duterte, pero pinuto naman doon sa BBFD.
Ayan mga kababayan. Ito yung kaganapan dito. Ayan no. Parami yung tao. Yung iba, ayan no. Nagsidatingan. May nagsidatingan pa mga kababayan no. Ayan. Tayo mamaya naman ay manunod tayo. Ayan. Sa sobrang lamig dito mga kababayan. Grabe. Ayan, marami po ditong mga vlogger, mga kababayan. Marami kami dito. Ayan. Ayan. Ay, pabutin natin siguro ng 1 hour ng makabayan yung ating live. Tapos magre-live na lang tayo uli kasi ano mag-ano muna ako. Mga kababayan kasi walang tagahawak ko. Ayan, puro busy. Ayan. At pupunta tayo ng CR. Ayan, kasi sa sobrang lamig no, sa sobrang lamig dito. Siguro ganun yung ano natin. Ayan. I-ano ko ng 1 hour tapos mag-relive uli ako, no? Ayan. Ayan, siguro pwede na akong i-end ko muna 'to mga kababayan para mamaya no, tapos mag-relive na lang ako uli mga kababayan. Ayan. Ano kasi walang naghawak sa ano ko no. Mahirap na dalhin ko to sa CR. Ayan. Ayan, salamat sa 11 likes na maraming salamat mga kababayan. Ayan. Ayan, ako po ay nagpapalam muna sa inyo, no, mga kababayan, at ako po ay CR. Ayan. At mag-relive na lang tayo uli mamaya. Mag-relive ako uli. Ayan. At hanggang dito lang muna yung live natin, mga kababayan. No? Mag-relive tayo uli mamaya.